We're on.
Do you know, Jason here at TWL with Nikki, of course. Do you know, every time we do the countdown before we go live, right after he gets done going 5, 4, 3, 2, I want to say, Earth below us. I want to sing.
That's from now on. That's what we do.
I know, right? It's
That's
crazy.
the new opening music.
Isn't it? So it's going to be fun. We're sitting in a new area. Actually, we've been here before, but
It's been a while.
it's been a while. And we have a new fall.
It was like 4th of
color
July,
behind.
I think, last time.
Was
So
4th of July, you're
yeah.
right. So we have a good show for you today. You're going to see some things that are coming up in the Icon series, because we had a lot of fun this weekend.
Oh yeah, we did.
And then we're going to talk to you a little bit about a new series that'll be coming out called the Collection Series.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are also going to be talking about October trends and what you can look for in October trends, meaning from home decor as well as fashion. And we have a bunch of stuff here because I think it's important that we, reuse things in the world. Mm-hmm. And one of the greatest things that I ever saw was when I was doing the research on this, is one of the main things, before we get really too deep into it, is in fashion, one of the main things is 1970s vintage. Is it part of the October trends?
Oh yeah, well the whole color palette is very fall without being Halloweeny, and that's kind of what we're going for. Yep. Being over here away from the Halloween decor is like the colors, the browns, the rusts, the oranges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's fall and it's the best type. It's the best season in the world.
It's the most comfortable to dress, but you can still look cute.
I wish it would stay fall year round.
Same.
Also, we're going to be talking about October trends in decor, and one of the reasons I thought it would be such a good thing, other than the fact that it's October, the beginning, September 30th, going into
October Eve.
Is because one of the other October trends is for decor is sustainable and vintage. So I thought, why not?
Yeah.
Right. And then we're going to tell you about a show that we will be filming next week that will be airing before Halloween, or around Halloween time. And you'll be seeing a clip from last year's, because we were there last year. If you don't know what Mythos Museum is, then you're missing out, because Mythos Museum, which sits right behind Erebus, and we all know what Erebus is, Erebus Haunted Attraction.
And the Crowfoot, because when I was in line for the concert, when I was there last week, I was like, oh, hey, look where I am. It's the Erebus sign. And then we turned the corner and I said, oh, here's the museum we're going to be at.
So I'm excited about that, because we do a show there every year, because Steve Ship is just a wealth of knowledge. And we will show you a clip from last year's show. And we will be delving much deeper into the museum and his history as how did you explain it? He reconstructs or he casts reproductions of natural history of
it's almost like bones. Being a set designer, but for real items that need to occupy a museum space. So he's a curator, but he's also a reproduction artist, or like, a set builder, because like not every full dinosaur skeleton you see at a museum is actual bone, because a lot of the things would take too much wear and tear and sunlight damage and dust, so they make mock-ups of
One thing I learned when I was at the Natural History Museum in Washington, D.C. a couple weeks ago was that there are only maybe 2 entire Tyrannosaurus Rex in the entire country.
Yeah.
And so in its entirety, which lay in drawers in the Smithsonian. So what you see, because we have museums scattered all over the country, you see reproductions that have been casted in the exact likeness of the T-Rex or of whatever it is they have.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. But what did you think? We did, so if you don't know about the Icon series, then you're living under a rock.
Yeah, you need to catch up, because we don't stop talking about it.
I know, because it's something I'm extremely proud of. We've all been working so hard on this. Roberto, Nikki, myself, Steve. I mean, I've been on the phone every day I've been working with Film Hub and Amazon and just
networking,
getting these
tweaking.
Small businesses in Detroit featured, talking about how they dealt with the struggle of up and down in Detroit. And this is season 1, the Detroit Icon. And we got, on the 15th, when we got back from vacation, we went and got got to spend the day at Henry the Hatter. So he's going to throw up some photos, and now you may have seen a few of these, some of you. But what did you think of Henry the Hatter?
I did not know anything about it before we went. So, I did a little side research beforehand. And the fact that I love boutique type places that still cater to a little bit older fashion style. Like, it's kind of, did you ever watch Are You Being Served?
Yes.
And, they have the elevator at the old time department store where every floor had like very serviceable people, and it was, women's haberdashery and lingerie and menswear, and someone would come over and like dress you. And I feel like Henry the Hatter still does that for hats, and like stylish people go there to get, it's not just like a baseball cap store, it's like fine hattery.
Exactly. And they go from everyday hats to fine hattery. Hattery, right?
Sure.
Hattery?
Yes.
Is that right? Hattery?
We'll find out.
Tell us all. Do we say hattery? Do we say it that way? Did we lose something?
No, I thought maybe on the sign it said, but it says Detroit's exclusive Hatter.
Hatter.
Yeah, so they're a hatter.
So my mom's on. Hi, Mom. We got a few people on. I hate the fact that they took away the ability for me to see who is on.
Yeah, it doesn't show me either. It just shows views, like the eyeball.
Numbers.
Yeah.
And then we only get to see if they follow us or if we're friends with them.
Yeah.
The numbers. So there could be 50 people on here and I only see 4.
Let's hope.
Or, we only see so many because they don't allow, due to privacy issues, they won't show their name on a live.
Yeah.
So, but it's funny because I felt, and we're not giving anything away from these shows, trust me, because these are hour-long shows that delve into the history of these companies.
And we have to keep it all under our hat.
Yes, we do. And so it's funny because we film these shows, we do all of this stuff, we do all of this work, and they don't even get aired for 6 months.
And I have all these behind the scenes like still photos because I run around while they're filming and take a million pictures, and like it's just our subscribers do get to see a little bit more behind the scenes. Like we can do a few sneaky peek posts to just our subscription viewers. Because that's not a public post. But like I would love to just post a dozen photos a day from all these shoots we do. Like look at the cool things we saw and the artwork on the walls and old historical setups in the buildings
and the stories.
And so we're just chomping at the bit for the shows to be released.
We have to be careful what we say,
cool stuff,
because otherwise we lose contracts, and we don't want that to happen.
We can't give
because we've worked so hard for it, and I'm dropping stuff already. Look at this. So I thought Henry the Hatter was great. What do you think?
It was so cool.
What do you think, Roberto?
I mean, when I think about it now, from a video perspective, I just think it was so vibrant, and the colors and the different, hat colors and everything. I mean, the place was so vibrant. It was great.
It was a beautifully curated shop. Like it was just their displays were nice, their installations, and then like the old artwork and advertisement they had. I mean, there was like Mad Men style posters from every decade of style, and famous actor of the time or the movie stars or whatever big magazine had a spread with hats and stuff that they carried. So you saw these generations of men's style and like who was there and who shops there still. And
especially like with we'll talk about John King in a second, but with Henry the Hatter and Plavik and all these places that just the building themselves with the old brick,
Yes.
If it's a photographer's dream, I mean, it's already all set up for you.
It absolutely is.
Smell the history in all these places.
If you haven't been to Henry the Hatter, go down there and patron them, because everybody has hats. They will fit the hat to you. But
I'm still thinking about the one I wore. I'm like, I need to go back and get it.
So they are located downtown at the farmers market. So go check them out and then see what the big buzz is about, because when we release the Icon series, trust me, I'm not giving anything away. You are going to learn things that are going to blow your mind. Now, we just got done yesterday filming another one of our Icon series. They're coming so that we can get them out to you at the beginning of 2026. We did John King Bookstore, and that is world renowned. And when I say it's world renowned, I mean it's world renowned.
Oh yeah.
They have got a rare book room. They have got high-end antiques. They have got 4 stories of books, of used books that I bet there was not a book in there you couldn't think of. You know what I mean? If you can think of a book, it was in there, and he popped up pictures of it. I love that picture of all of us standing outside. It reminds me of like, oh, not the Breakfast Club, but the Runaways or something like that. You know what I mean? Like an old school, like we're leaning up against the door.
A whole Saturday
Where the Day Takes You.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie, check it out, from the 90s. It reminds me of where did the day takes you, where the leading up against the other. But we got to I will tell books in this series that John King's known for not doing a lot of interviews, so I was very humbled and proud that he allowed us into his myself.
And had some wonderful conversations and backwards, but like the workings of, you can go in there and meet their staff and the proprietor, who's kind of behind the scenes more now, to sit down and tell us like what started his bookstore, why he wanted to, why he's so passionate about books. The fact that even when he goes on vacation, he's still looking for books.
Well, that's the antique in him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, because Steve does that too.
Why we love it too, though. I mean,
it is.
It's not just history of the town we're all in and around. It all ties into old things and nostalgia. And
it was cool how he talked about, there's no AI catalog,
none
stuff. There's no no like computer based anything in there. You just have to find it. And I thought it was so just genuine of him. We were trying to get him to promote his website. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah, was that? And this, I know. I respect that.
I don't blame him. He's like, no, we don't. It's not like Barnes and Noble where you call and say, before I come in, do you have a copy of Anne Rice's blah blah blah? And they're like, let me check, and they can check their inventory. He says, hold for a few minutes, and they will walk to the floor, the department, the aisle where they know that author would be alphabetically, and look, and then come back to the phone and say, no.
They do, actually.
Think about what you just said. We have to go to the right floor to find the book
you're
looking for.
And they have a store manager, Chris, who is, you will see him on the show. He is all knowledgeable when it comes with everything in that store. And it's a busy little store. We were there for we got there early, and we did a lot of the filming prior to their opening so that we could sit down with John and talk, and his lovely wife. But as soon as those doors opened, people came in on a Monday morning, early Monday morning.
A mob of people came in. Like they opened at 11, and 10:59 they unlocked the door, opened it, and just this whole trail of like a dozen people came in, and then they kind of tiptoed around us because we were filming still, but
everywhere.
It's a bookstore, so at least it was quiet.
If you haven't been to John King, it's downtown on Lafayette. You want to go down there, you want to spend a couple of hours. Don't go down there for 10-15 minutes to look around, because it'll blow your mind. You want to go down there with a couple hours, check it out. They do have a satellite store in Ferndale. You can check out that too. But if you want the full effect of the John King bookstore, go downtown. Because when you see this show that will be released during the Icon series, you're going to be floored, especially with what we talk about. And one of the books is going to have a special highlight during Halloween, right?
Oh,
are we going to have that? We're going to put out a little sneak preview.
Right.
It's a tiny morsel.
Yeah.
But it's a big one.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Dora. Hi, Dola. Hi, Dola Mart. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you guys, put them up here, because Roberto watches them, and I watch them, and Nikki watches them. So we will.
I try to. My droid doesn't
We try to,
keep
yeah.
up.
So we will answer them online, and I love it when we get interactive ideas, because we are going to be enough of the Detroit icons for now.
For now.
Because we still have 3 more we're filming, but those will be starting in November for filming for those ones, because we need a break sometimes.
And October
we've been filming
packed.
every day.
It's also like our favorite time of year.
It is, but we have
a million other things to be doing and working on. And
and we have a haunted show coming up, right?
Yep, Mystic Mitten Paranormal.
How can it not be your favorite time of year?
I know.
I mean, something's got to be wrong with you if October and Halloween isn't your favorite time of the year.
Right.
And the weather is like picture perfect this whole past couple weeks.
Actually, it's funny because all of you guys are going to hear this for the first time, and so is Roberto. But on the 14th, on the TWL, on the 14th, we will have Jessica. How do you say her last name?
Crittel, I think.
Jessica Crittel, who runs the St. Clair Shores Haunted
House Tour.
house tour, and she is also is she a medium?
She's a paranormal investigator.
A paranormal investigator.
But it's like a girls only, I think it's Mystic Mitten Paranormal. So they go ghost hunting, and it's run and operated by a couple women locally. And we had her on the Pyrex show.
We did.
So she's a vintage girly too. I saw her at Renfest.
Yeah.
She's a Polynesian dancer.
But I must tell you,
the woman has a mile-long resume of interesting things.
On the show on the 14th, we are going to walk around the store, and she is going to find the haunted items in our store.
Wow.
We're going to go ghost hunting
We're going to go ghost hunting in Time Warp.
So then we can have a whole new department of things that we found to be still spirit attached.
Yeah. So she'll explain how we go through that. She'll explain how she finds the haunted and all that. And I'm totally excited about that. That is on the 14th. So October Trends. We all think Halloween, right? And we all go based on Halloween for October Trends.
Of course,
but there's
that's
more
your first
to
thought. It's the main holiday.
Because that is all October should be.
As he wears his Freddy Krueger shirt.
Right. Absolutely. I'm the dreamer. So anyways, October, I was going to say we start doing for Halloween, but that really starts in August. July. So I know, do you know that the other day I had somebody come in and ask where our Christmas room was?
Somebody asked me today
if what?
She was walking around for a little while, and she said, "You guys put out your holiday stuff seasonally, because where's Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, it'll come out like right at the end of Halloween.
I mean, we do have some Thanksgiving out.
But then, and Christmas here is like Bronner.
But I'm going to tell
you know, we kind of have to wait till we have space.
I am 55 years old. And when people ask me for Christmas in July, where's your Christmas stuff? I just want to scream, because why do we want to get old so quickly?
Daniel and I just went running errands after.
Oh, the major department stores has Christmas out.
We walked into Michael's because he still needed some pumpkins and skulls for like our archway on the porch. It's gutted already, and there's Christmas banners up.
It's going to get to the point where you go into a department store and it's got every holiday in there.
They might as well, because they rotate them through so fast. You're already almost sick of the holiday before it actually gets here.
Tell us what you think. Should holidays be out year round for all holidays? Should we pick holidays? Should it be Christmas and Halloween? We have Halloween
for like
out
shopping.
Year round.
Well, we do in a little bit though. I mean, it's not covering the whole store.
So tell us what you think. When do you think is a good time? And we will put this up. We're not going to answer it today because it's all opinionated. When do you think a good time for you to start? When are you comfortable about walking into a department store like Walmart or Target or something like that, and you're seeing a flood of Christmas or a flood of Halloween? How long before that holiday should it be out?
Well, and what should it stay till? Because I thought for sure, I mean, I know they start discounting their stuff pretty quick, but I thought I could go in there and still find some stuff for Halloween. Like tomorrow's October 1st. We're going to start decorating the house.
Is there no Halloween?
Most of it's gone, or
no wonder
already
we're
like
getting
clearancing out. Yeah, so the big box stores don't have it, so people are going to have to come here for Halloween stuff.
And please do. We have a ton.
They're already packing it up.
Fall. Let's talk about fall living. Okay. So Daniel. So Michael's is putting up Christmas decor before Halloween is sickening.
Yeah.
So it can be because it moves our time along. You know, we started in the 80s with
it feels rushed.
What was it? Christmas in July, just as a fun thing, and they would do little tiny things back in the 90s.
It was more as a sales tactic though, where it was like, instead of just waiting for Black Friday to have the big discounts, they'd say, we're having a Christmas in July sale. And then it was kind of like beat the heat, think of snow. It was more kitschy, I think. And now it's literally like they just come on the tails of each other, and it's next holiday, next holiday, next holiday. And it's not even fun anymore.
There are things that happen between these holidays. So, but with Halloween aside, let's think outside of the box of Halloween, because we all love Halloween, and it is the orange, the black, the white, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But we are segueing from Halloween into fall, because Halloween's in fall. So you've got stuff like this. So let's look at decor first, shall we?
Yeah.
And we have little things that I made that he'll put up so that we can follow through this together. Moody jewel tones. So when you talk about moody jewel tones, you're talking about like muted, I would say, not bright jewel tones.
No, or the deeper, darker. I mean, our dark academia kind of goes
like
with
bitchy
fall too. Yeah, like emerald
tones.
Green, dark sapphire, dark amethyst, blood red. Like no aquamarine, no.
So I'm looking around. So we have absolutely none of that. So I'm happy. Actually, kind of like this bracelet with the green and stuff like that. But this kind of ties in. You've got the yellow. You've got okay, it doesn't at all.
It's a lot of natural colors, though. Like it's nothing.
It's natural. It's natural with pops.
Yeah, but
you
nothing
know.
like a
But
neon
muted
or day glow.
down.
Yeah, you don't
Right.
get into any of the wild.
Don't you love our how we sit here and put all this stuff has been here. We just decided to do the show around it using this
because it fits. It's the turn of the season.
It does. So moving on to Earth Naturals, which you'll see on the little thing. This is all Earth Naturals.
Oh yeah.
So when you're talking about fall, because fall is usually the time of hunter gathering.
Yep. The flowers are all dying, so the bright colors are going away, but the leaves are changing, and you're seeing all the woods and the hay, and
And a lot of people love that, because there are people who hate the bright colors and they're more natural driven, so they love to go with this type of thing. But this ties right into cottagecore as well.
Oh, very much so.
So when you're talking about from colors and lighting, because one of the things we were joking about is in October 2025, one of the in things is layered lighting.
Which is mood lighting, which is basically anything other than your bright incandescent overhead bulbs. Like
so it's funny
candles,
because
small lamps.
Right. Layered, or like we were going to show those lamps out there where they had the big lamp up top and the little lights below where you could keep it mood
and wall
lighting.
sconces. And
another thing you can do is take your lamp and throw a vintage scarf over the top of it, which gives you the layered lighting, because then it gives you different depths.
They're creating more and more bulbs now too that you can do away with like the blue undertones and the harsh lighting like you can on your phone. You can go get warmer bulbs and like red light for the evenings.
I have that on my phone. It's the greatest
right?
thing ever.
I do too.
Any kind of like white style you want. It's almost bordering on like gold tone or yellow.
But it's
so
softer.
Much more soothing.
Yes.
Especially in the middle of the night if you happen to look.
God, I know. I go to check something on my phone and it's like agitating.
Don't tell me online that who checks their phone in the middle of the night. We all check our phone in the middle of the night. You wake up, you got to pee. Guess what? That phone comes with you, or you look at it first.
Yeah.
We've become so attached to our phones. It's crazy. So welcome, Andrew and Steve Pollock and everybody for coming on. So, textures, textiles, natural accents. So it just seems like earth to me.
Handmade, old-fashioned, not mass-produced.
No,
chunky knits.
Between the
crocheting.
colors, the natural accents for textures, the throwback for homespun motif, which is cottagecore. Carved furniture, statement pieces, decor. It's all earth driven in fall.
And we have, wooden bowls and crocks and,
And it's a big push. This started, I don't know why only now. I think it should be a big push, period. Sustainability vintage.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, you order something from Shein or from they don't have Finger Hut anymore. Wayfair, same thing. Finger Hut used to be a catalog magazine.
It was good.
It was actually. That's not sustainable.
No.
Ordering stuff like that is not sustainable. It's great for a year, if you're lucky.
If it lasts that long. And it comes in excessive, non-biodegradable packaging.
Yep.
And it has a horrible carbon footprint.
And sometimes the actual piece is non-biodegradable.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about sustainability and vintage, everything you find in a vintage store, and for all of you people out there, or all of us people out there, I should rephrase my wording, of all of us people out there who would prefer to buy American versus anything else, guess what? You come to a vintage store, you get sustainability, you get 90% chance that it's made in America, because there was a time everything was made here, or most things were made here.
Or we weren't doing a ton of importing, or it was just specific items where the bulk of manufacturing was
so when they talk about sustainability and incorporating your thrift finds, your heirloom pieces, your vintage curated pieces, stuff like that into your space, that will ground your room, meaning that you have all of this high-end stuff, maybe like if you're a mid-century collector or something to that effect, and you have $50,000 tables and all this type of stuff, people are going to be afraid to sit in there. You mix it with thrift store finds, with vintage standard finds, and you make it more homey.
It softens it, because mid-century modern is beautiful, but it's sleek and harsh edges and a lot of glass. And it's I don't want to call it sterile, but it's not cozy.
Well,
like
it can be sterile
you
depending
don't
on how you do
cuddle
it.
up on one of those mid-century
No,
couches or
shit.
chairs. But if you
Cuddle
get
up.
an Afghan
So we have the
and
coolest.
a fuzzy footstool.
I'm telling you, she's absolutely right. We have the coolest green. It's called I think an egg yolk chair. It's green plastic, and it's the coolest thing. And I wanted it so bad. And Steve and I spent way too much money on it, but you can't even sit in it. Our cats like it. But it literally is tiny. And when I sit in it, I look like, the Jolly Green Giant because, I'm not a small person. So sustainability is very important because we live in a society where things are expensive. And, we just went on a trip, and it's not just America that's expensive. Everywhere is expensive.
Everything is expensive.
Everything's
right
expensive.
Now.
We are more so than normal. But so we want sustainability. You don't want to have to rebuy that item every 6 months or every year. So when you come and you pick up something from a vintage store, like the vintage Pyrex or the hand-woven bowl, how am I saying that right? Hand-carved bowls.
Yeah.
The hand-carved
and
bowls.
woven baskets.
Woven baskets,
yes.
stuff like that. It's going to last. It's going to, these things are meant to last. They were built to last because
they're
not
less
everybody had money
flimsy.
back then.
It's not like, you can go to the dollar store and get soup bowls and coffee mugs, but you bang them on the counter one time, and they're
look at
they're
this.
broken and you have to replace.
This is a great cottagecore piece. It could easily, you have a kitchen that's done like grandma's, which is the hot thing right now.
Oh yeah, granny core, cottage
these
core.
are perfect in there.
Yeah,
something to this effect, as well as, and then you can throw in some whimsy, like some of the little peanut salt and pepper shakers, because it matches right in.
Yeah, I like this time of year. Everybody's talking about, baking and making their own bread and cookies, and a lot of tea drinkers. We should be sipping out of teacups.
We should be.
Sit here
why am I not sipping out of tea? Now you made me want tea.
I'm gonna make some when I get home. But then everybody's like, "Hot girl summer's over."
Bring me tea, or I will be in the study with the candlestick. No. I'm getting hearts for that one.
Hot girl summer is over. It's Hobbit girl fall. I keep saying. I love
Hot girl summer's over and it's Hobbit girl mall. What?
Hobbit girl fall.
Hobbit girl fall. I love that.
We're baking bread. We're staying at home in our blankies and lighting candles and sipping tea. And
you're not digging holes and living in a hole?
I mean, I could live underground. It's warm.
You know what?
Quiet.
I saw a house on Zillow that was underground that I would live in.
I would live in Bag End.
So your decoration, when we're talking decoration, wow, it's already halfway through. Now we can swear. No, I'm kidding. So when you're talking about decor, you want something sustainable. You want something vintage, preferably, because I own a vintage store, so come shop. You want more muted colors. You want more muted
but still
jewel
unique.
tones, but still unique.
With some
very
character.
Earthy.
Yes.
This is a great one. 70s. 70s are in with fashion. 70s are a big one right now. Hey, Lana, how are you? Sexy thing. I saw your photos. They were fantastic. So this little bouquet of craziness. Look at this. Isn't this thing crazy?
It's so cute, though.
It almost looks like it belongs in a Ponderosa restaurant to me.
Or a Hobbit hole.
Or a Hobbit hole, right. So this right here, this little cup was for your toothpicks, salt and pepper, and then your olives or whatever else. But this is a great piece for October's style trends because it's natural, it's vintage, so it's sustainable, it's unique enough because it's done in a bouquet look, but it's got that very big 70s, almost cottagecore-ish look.
Yeah, and it's got a cute mix of like the rustic wood, but then it's got the little play of like the metal and the sparkle, and it looks like a little acorn. It's a fun piece.
I love it when we get fun pieces like this because if I ever owned a restaurant, and my grandparents did, they owned the Chuck Wagon, and in my mind, what this Chuck Wagon was, because I've never been to one, they closed it before I was old enough to go in. Was just a bunch of like these types of things and really cool because you know how you make things up in
like the Cracker Barrel before they whitewashed it and then brought it back to not
but they were nice to gay people.
True.
So I wonder how many people heard that.
I meant the decor style of kitschy vintage stuff all over the walls.
And that's not the case anymore. So but and then you've got your glasses because we still need utilitarian things. But look at these. These are fantastic for a good fall, good cottagecore. And you could have these year round. I mean, with the the cattails on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're fantastic.
And you can almost always find vintage glasses in sets of 6 or more.
Exactly.
Like, I've found things in sets of 8s and 10s, and I thought, okay, you normally have a place setting for 6, maybe 8, but if they get broken, you have extras. Like,
so, exactly. And one of the things I got to tell you, when you're talking about cottagecore, when you're talking about what did they call it? They called it mom something. What did they call it? I want to see that. Oh, homespun. So is maybe they're not all the same glass. That's okay.
oh
So
yeah,
when you're dealing with vintage and antique, you may only find a set of 3.
sure.
That's okay, because then buy something else, because you can have multiple styles, multiple looks, because one of the main things this in October and going into the fall is textures and styles. So maybe you have 4 different types of glasses. That's okay.
Well, and that, so I think 70s is popular in the fall because, I mean, what colors did we have in the 70s of everything? Harvest gold, avocado green, the rustic brown, the kind of rusty, and it's orange, and it's all mixy matchy. Just like the Pyrex bowls that are all in those colors. Like, you can make a stack of this bowl with this bowl with this bowl.
Exactly.
The glassware is the same way. The clothing, I mean, you can wear, you know, a brown wool skirt and an orange sweater and then a plaid scarf, and like it's very
and I think it's funny because when you're talking about how it's very 70s with the fall, it is. And one of the big things with the fashion, the fall, peace, love, and no war. And so that would be the 69 mantra. The bake light. We'll talk about those in a minute. So it's funny you say that, because when we're talking about 70s decor, and I was alive in the 70s. You were not.
Not yet, no.
Not yet. You were, weren't you?
I was born in 1980.
Oh, you weren't? I'm the only old person here. I was born in, I was involved in all the 70s.
Don't drag us into this with you.
I was born in 1970.
You know, the cool thing is that my brother, my whole life, made fun of me. My brother was only 5 years old in 1980, but you know what he just tells me?
What?
Oh, you missed it, man. The 70s was...
Oh, like he remembered.
Boy, did you miss that.
You know, it's funny. My brother was born the same year as your brother. And I remember going through the last 5 years of the 70s with my little brother. And he might remember a few things. But let me tell you, it was kind of nice. Because when my dad would throw parties in the 70s, and I didn't he died in the 80s. So in 80s. So my older brother and I, and it's so funny because my dad was a very big entertainer. And so he would throw these huge parties and all of the family would come over and stuff. And when they would go in to do, I don't know, whatever, me and my brother, I was probably 7, 8. My brother was probably maybe 10. And all my cousins, we'd run around and collect all the glasses. And then we'd go run behind the building and drink them.
We'll sneak the last little sips of everybody's cocktails.
All the time. I love it. So, and it was, I don't remember ever getting in trouble for it. But I remember,
I'm pretty sure I tried a beer with dinner when I was young, because my dad, like, we would make chili or something, you know, cozy, and he would always have, like, a beer with his chili. And same thing, I was like, what does that taste like? He's like, here, find out. You'll probably hate it until you're older. And it was no big deal.
So with the 70s, when you talked about 70s and fall and fashion and stuff like that, when you were talking fashion, because the October trends for fashion is 70s look. Now, again, we're falling into the 70s, and I get it, because you're right. Because to me, whenever somebody says, oh, that 70s look, I think of Studio 54, and I think of, oh, that 70s look, that Walk of Shame, right?
Well, and I think of the colors from the 70s.
But when do you go out usually to clubs? During the winter when you can't go out and play.
And you wear tall boots and jackets.
Yes.
I had a big flashback. Can you put on those bracelets?
Oh, these? Yeah. Here, put those on. He wants you to put those on.
You know the flashback I had? You know who wore like the whole thing of those all the time was Mrs. Roper.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she had the big ones. So. Yes. And
the house
she was
dresses.
Do you know that they have the Mrs. Roper show?
Have tiny hands.
They have the Mrs. Roper show. People dress up like Mrs. Roper.
Oh my God.
It's a national thing. But I'm going to step up a little bit because we do want to show you some of the fashion here, and I'm kind of in the way. So I'm going to move over here.
I'll take this moment to listen to the quacky the bracelets.
So this is a good one.
That's just funky.
Can you see me at all?
I'm going to move this up.
Now this looks like something Mr. Roper would wear.
Okay, so this is
Thinking
great.
he's
This
being
is
snazzy.
1970s. And this is a great one when you talk about the different types of textures, because you've got each patch is a different. And if you look through our Facebook pages, you'll see Jason Walter wearing this.
It's very Holly Hobby meets I don't know what.
It's like David Cassidy would wear.
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Yes.
I love that. I mean, you look at that. It's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Bright colors.
This is what's in this fall.
Yes.
Come get it.
And look at this cute little set. It's still warm out,
Yep.
so like it's light, but it's very fall foliage looking, but you can layer it with another sweater.
What would they wear pants wise with this?
Slacks.
Slacks, probably, with some
jeans,
heels, maybe.
You could wear it with jeans.
You could
too.
wear it with
you could make it
jeans
casual.
or
I would
nice
wear it
shorts.
with like a knee-length skirt and tall boots. Honestly, I think would be super cute.
This is polyester,
This
so it should
is
match.
very slinky.
And polyester's good in this winter and fall because it doesn't breathe, so it keeps you warm.
Or you could add a sweater vest.
You could. Look at this. You just add the sweater vest over it.
Just
and those who like cottagecore, hello.
Yeah, chunky knits.
Chunky knits, right?
Here, tuck that in there.
Yes. See, look at that. It goes perfect together.
Look.
And you're layering.
Yeah.
Which is a big one this as well, layering.
And with Michigan weather, it's cold in the morning, and then by noon you're sweating and having to peel off layers. Can we see that mannequin?
Can you move it in a little bit?
Yeah, let's do this first. So this is a midi skirt, and a midi skirt is MIDI, so it would be right at the knee length. This is also a circle skirt, which is
a new term?
Midi.
Kinda.
Yeah, so this is knee length, a little bit below the knee.
Got little bees on it. What a cute fabric. Little bumblebees.
This is 1950s.
I love it.
And when I say it's a circle skirt, it literally is a circle. So you can swirl, like when you turn in it, it'll go up.
It needs twirling.
So, but look at this beautiful patterns and everything. So these would be in, this would be in. And even in the winter, you could wear this with a pair of leggings underneath.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
They make really good tights now, too, that are actually warm and like don't shred when you put them on.
And you see, we've just showed you several pieces of outfit that you didn't have to go and order from Shein. And these will last you.
Another cute little like cardigan sweater.
Yes, great for cottagecore.
It's not super warm, but it would help with multiple layers and having to be able to
Plus you have the pattern.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. And then we have these here that I wanted to show you. This is fantastic. Now this is fantastic.
Speaking of homespun, this is very Holly Hobby.
Isn't it very Holly
Hobby? It looks like
Hobby?
a sewing basket and a purse. Had a baby.
The handle on it is great.
Cut
what?
I think she's saying cute.
Oh, cut. What happened? What did we say? Yeah, cute.
And then she pulled a nice black purse that would go with it because one of the looks is heavy punk or retro punk.
Yep.
So this would go with it as well.
And leather, real and faux, and suede and glossy.
Yep. Now retro punk, if you're talking about that, it's layering as well. So it's pretty much grunge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that falling down?
No, just.
All right. Let me move this up a little bit. Do you want me to hang that up? I was not going to stand up today because I've gained so much weight. I've got babies.
It's all right. We're going into the winter.
Where do I need to bring it to? Like right here?
Yeah, yeah. I know it's not. You're really tight.
That's okay.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay. So Nikki, what do we have here?
We have another, I mean, it's fall colors. This is probably actually more like 80s, 90s blouse, but the color fit like the scheme we were looking for. And it's actually like a uni tarred little, you can tuck that into your pants and
I like the color.
But like it fits with kind of a mix of jewelry.
Bold jewelry.
And you could wear a tank top under it. You could put a heavier jacket over it. It does have the shoulder pads, so it gives like quite a bit of style for such a slinky little shirt. And a cute little hat.
It does have shoulder pads. I love the opening in the back. This is a very fun, look at this, the breathable opening in the back. It's got this nice lay here. So it gives you that partial tucked in look.
Yeah, it blouses itself.
That blouses itself out.
Yeah, so.
I love it. So these are the types of things.
See, now ever since Henry the Hatter, I want a hat. I had such a cute hat on. I felt like a movie star. You did. Watch the bowl.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then I have this, which falls within the 70s. This, I was going
fringe.
to, it's fringe. It's fringe. I love fringe. And, you know, if it was a little thinner, it'd be like so.
You look like one of the village people.
Right? So anyway, something like this is really cool. We won't talk about the Village People. Those silly people who don't think that their songs are gay.
They're just Halloween costumes.
Those silly people. I'm telling you.
I had their trading cards when I was a kid.
I danced to their music. I love their music. And then all of a sudden, it's not for, they've changed the whole thing about it, and I don't like it. It's 70s disco.
It definitely is.
Okay, so what do you have here?
Brass was mentioned in the home decor, and it was just a very cool, well, now it's a weapon because we keep threatening to bash people with it in the game of Clue.
So we have a few of these. It's so heavy. It's I mean, these are great. These are great just to set up.
But the size of these, because we're both have design backgrounds, so we're big on things in threes and things in good height differences.
Yeah. Oh,
so if you're doing a mantelpiece or even just like your coffee table, if you have a couple books and then you want a couple candles and not just your big 3-wick candles that go everywhere, height difference. And finding a brass candlestick that's like this super tall,
it's crazy,
is awesome. And then you can do a couple smaller ones with it. We'll do another, if you guys saw our video
movie sets
with the things I found around Time Warp versus how I styled it. We'll do a nice, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll gather some things and do it like
kind of
little,
looks like an Oscar.
It does a little bit. I do have Oscars.
It is very award-ish.
Yeah. So this is Bakelite. So if you guys don't know what Bakelite is, we'll explain that in a moment. But these are great bracelets, especially for bold jewelry for the for summer, for winter, whenever. But they're a form of plastic that was made in the early 60s. That was only made for a short period of time because of the chemicals that are in them.
Yeah.
And then they stopped
back a little
making
older
them.
than that, doesn't it? Like 40s to 60s, maybe?
40s to 60s, yeah. And so
a lot of things were Bakelite, dominoes.
The radios, all of it was Bakelite.
Yeah.
But there's cyanide in Bakelite. And so they stopped making Bakelite and they started doing more plastics, more different hard plastics. So Bakelite tends to be a little bit more expensive because, some people like to have the cyanide, I guess, in them. But you can test it.
Everybody likes the original when you can get like the authentic, but they make a million reproductions of anything hard to find and vintage now.
I need a personal assistant sitting over here when things pop into my head. We need to do a show on how to tell what is, like, how would you tell this is Bakelite?
This or that.
You take a Ziploc baggie with you with Q-tips with 409 on them.
Oh, no, we use Cinnachrome.
That too, but everybody's got 409.
Do you know a friend of mine?
And if you rub the back of it, it'll turn a color.
Yeah.
Or
a friend of
some
mine
people
throws
can
it in
smell
hot water and smells it, and I don't know
I just
how.
rub it.
Yeah.
If you rub it with your thumb enough to where it gets hot, like
you
from
should
the
be
friction,
able to smell it.
You can smell like a weird.
Maybe we'll do a show on how to test these things, like how to tell if something is Bakelite, how to tell if something is, different.
Our black light flashlights that you have. Let's do like a treasure hunting kit of things you need to take with you.
I tried to do that.
That you can test on the spot. Okay. A loop, a jewelry loop for looking at, marks. Well, this will be a really good one with Steve.
Absolutely.
We'll drag him back onto the show for that one.
I have a story about that. What time is it? Okay, I have a story about that. So I was supposed to go on this TV show, right? And to prepare for garage sales. And what to bring for garage sales, what you should have in a garage sale if you're having one, and what you should take to a garage sale if you're shopping one.
Sure.
So I had the list of everything, and it was around with them, with the people who I was working with, because they wanted me to take certain things. And I'm like, but that's not what they use. If you want me to talk about what people actually should take or what they should have, then these are the things they should take. But that's not what they're looking for. Then I don't know what they're looking for, because if you want I'm not going to go on and tell somebody that you should take this, this, and this when I don't believe. And I'm in this industry, and I don't believe
that's not what's actually useful for
is what is actually going to be used. Then why would I do that? So I turned down the entire thing and said, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to tell somebody to take something that they'll never even use, and it will just be cumbersome for them to have.
Integrity.
Well, now we have our own show where we will talk about.
Oh, I know. I will. But it's just funny because you brought that up, and I'm like, you need to have certain things to be prepared.
Well, if you want my tips and tricks,
Right.
use the ones that I have found to
Right.
actually
I'm not going to
be
make it up
beneficial.
yeah, I'm not going to make it up. Would you make it up just to appear on TV? Let me know. That's a good question. You know what? Because we have enough people who actually do that.
Most.
You don't sound bitter at all, darling.
I know, right? So, you know, am I 100% honest in my entire life? I wish I could say yes, but nobody is.
No, but we all certainly try to be.
But I try to be.
Particularly running this business.
Especially if I'm going to tell somebody to take something, they're going to turn around and come back to me.
Well, and we don't want to give people tips. I mean, nothing's foolproof. You may miss a piece of bakelite. You may miss a piece of sterling silver jewelry. You may inappropriately. What is Daniel saying now?
It's bulking season. He just went for a run. That's why.
Right? Yeah. As he goes running. For
I love that,
darling.
So, oh, cute skirt. She says, "Isn't it a cute skirt?" I know.
I do like that one.
So, this I wanted to show. These are 60s, even though these are 60s. These are the cutest shoes in the world. Can you hand me the purse?
The whole set is the cutest thing.
This
in the
is
world.
the cutest thing in the whole wide world. Look at this. Hello. Now
and
you have
I know
to
we're doing fall, but if you have a Halloween cocktail party to go to, oh my God.
I'm looking to see
They're
what
like
size these
candy
are.
corn.
Oh, here they are.
Teeny tiny, probably.
So these are a size 7.
Oh,
these are a size 7. Okay, and the purse is part of it. But you know what? Back in the day, even today, I will meet people who match things. And you used to be able to walk into the store, and the lady would be able to say, "Oh, I love those shoes. Oh, it comes with a matching purse and probably a scarf." You know, something to that, because then it's an accessory bulk.
Yes.
These are the cutest things. I love that you paired them up with the stretch face too, and this gorgeous tile. So here, hold that for
again. Textures, layers.
Why just a tile? Are you not? Why would I buy just a tile? It's not. I'm not doing a backdrop.
Because
I'm not putting it in the ground.
Use it as a trivet or a hot plate. A trivet or a hot plate.
I could.
So you could put it on the table if you don't want to scorch your tablecloth, and you're bringing a hot pot out to the table, or just for a centerpiece.
That's what I'm. Absolutely.
Just
so we know that we know that a secondary use for these are hot pads, because a lot of people do these. Now, we just did a whole show at Pewabic, so we know that tiles are multifunctional, right? So and sturdy. So you notice she just set this on something and put something on it, because you take something small like this that could just sit on a counter and you're like, "Oh, that's pretty." But then you set this on something like this and set it on the counter, it becomes a thing. A whole thing.
A little vignette.
A little vignette. And
a candle.
This is just
And a book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
Layers.
All tiles come with their own raised foots.
Yeah, and you just need some of those little felt guys if you're going to put it on like your wood coffee table or glass or something.
And a lot of people use different type of placemats to keep the wood good.
Yeah.
You put felt underneath. Set this down. You've got a great piece of. You don't have to worry about somebody setting their glass down. They can set it right on this.
Yeah, you can set your mug. Our coffee table is one of those. We have a sectional, and it's either the long like footstool end, so you can make the sectional like a nap corner, but that's our coffee table. So you swing it over, and I have to have like a bar tray or something, because you can't just put your coffee mug on the ottoman cushioned coffee table.
No.
So I throw a blanket over it, and then I have like this board that's made out of like a bourbon barrel wood with handles. And same thing. So then I can put a candle on it, and I can put a glass on it without worrying about getting water rings or it spilling.
And you're putting these on your sustainable end table, which we sell tons of them here. I feel like I should be a salesman tonight. So
we are salesmen all the time.
Right. I know.
Well, you mentioned placemats.
Yeah.
I swear I use placemats more on the coffee table or the center of the dining room table than I actually do under
people.
Well, the cats get placemats too for the holidays.
They're not people. So the placemats are for your cats. They're mine, me too.
Yeah.
My placemats are for my pets under their stuff. They're for the side tables. And now I do not have one placemat on anywhere we eat. It's only on the
I only do for Thanksgiving because I'm doing actual place settings.
Well, that's different because you're setting
I use my autumn leaf dishes, and it's a whole thing.
So maybe we should come to you while you set up your table so that we can videotape your table.
Oh, yes. Let's do Thanksgiving tablescapes.
Yes, that's a good idea. And we can actually come to you while you're doing yours and film it, and we can show it on here.
Yeah, because I have not got the room here for a table. No, and our dining room is probably our most like vintage room in the house and the foyer.
Or is it the only clean one?
With my rose. Shut up.
No, I'm kidding.
My Roseville collection. It will be before you guys come film. My God, there will be off-limit spots.
Okay, there's off-limit spots in my house.
See, now we're planning November already.
I know. So, but I am going to jump a little bit here, and I'm going to say that we have a video to show you guys. And because we're running, it's already 7:20. I can't believe this.
Oh,
you know, it's so
I'm
funny.
Sorry. Can we talk too long about old stuff together?
Her and I throughout the day, right? So I sit in my office, I put together the show, right? And then I do work outside of that.
You have an itinerary.
And then I hand her the list of things we need, and then she runs around and gets it all.
Gather items for
gather, and her and Steve will work on that while I'm doing other stuff. Wait, do not volunteer our house. That means we have to clean.
I have shush.
Does that mean that you'll make him clean, won't you?
No, he helps me clean. We're very good at, but we both clean the house. It's not a.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You come to our house, we have 3 clean rooms because
I
that's what we live in.
I only have to clean 2 rooms, dear, if we do Thanksgiving.
So it would just be tablescaping.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come dig through your drawers. Or maybe. You never know.
To.
So I forgot what I was saying. Oh, we'll sit there and we get nervous. Oh, we're not going to have enough to talk about. We're not going to have enough to talk about. Look at this.
And it flies.
We do that all the time.
Just like our filming, though.
I know.
We're there for a couple hours and we go, wow, we talked about a lot
fast,
of stuff.
didn't it?
But we could have spent the whole day at John King.
Yeah, I mean, and we were there for 2 hours and probably didn't even a speck of documenting what all those spots are in that building. I mean,
I don't know if we could.
No.
The good thing is, though, then if we have like season 3 and 4, we can always revisit and say, part 2 of.
You could go there 10 times.
We could do a whole season on that store.
Yeah, we delve deeper into the stacks and the books and,
So, the video you're going to see is me with Steve Shipp at the Mythos Museum from last year. Please excuse the underwhelming quality. I did not have Roberto back then, and I have him now, so the next one will be great, even though it's still a good clip. So why don't we jump to that real quick?
Here we go.
I think that's awesome. And, when you guys see this room, you're going to go nuts. And Steve's going to, they're going to pan the room real quick, and this is the only time that you guys are going to see any type of a room pan in this museum, because you need to get down here, and this is not even going to this isn't going to do justice for anyone, is it?
No, it doesn't. A lot of people, when they come in here, they're in awe. This used to be in my basement, believe it or not. This was on my walls in my basement.
All these masks were on your walls in the basement?
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. That is so cool. I love it. So we have so much for you guys to come down and take a look at.
We're back.
Okay, so that is Steve Shipp with Mythos Museum, which we are going on Monday to film, and then we will try to get it out as quick as possible. Probably not till Halloween, though. And that wall of masks is, gosh, I can't talk. I keep.
You're like hiccuping.
That wall of masks is beyond what you could even comprehend. Yeah. When you get there, Roberto, your jaw's gonna hit the ground with that.
Are you gonna be scared?
No, not in the museum.
Not in the museum. Erebus scares me.
Baby.
I'm going to talk to them about possibly doing an outside of hours Erebus. So one of these days we'll be able to get into Erebus, but it's difficult. You filmed inside of a haunted house. It's not easy.
We'll ask for a daytime walkthrough so that it won't be as scary either.
It's you don't see a lot. It's
going.
Dark. I mean, half those hallways are solid black. What are you going to see?
We'll ask them to turn the lights on.
I have been to Erebus every year since I've lived here, and I love haunted houses and horror, but it is probably one of the best and not just because of what they have in it, but because of how long you're in there. You're in there for a substantial amount of time. So when you buy those tickets,
talking about another 4-floor warehouse.
5 stories,
yeah, exactly.
And so you're in there for a good 20 minutes to a half hour just to go through it. So, I mean, I love it when I pay a ticket for something that's $20, $25, and you're actually in there for a long enough time.
That felt like a lifetime when I was in there.
For some, I bet it does. So
we're taking applications for non-sissy cameramen.
No, right. And her name is Nikki Bell for saying that. No, I'm kidding. I usually get the hate mail, but if I get it, I'll read it. I haven't gotten any lately, thank God. But But we do get crazy people. We had somebody in here the other day that, and I said I was going to say this, I'm going to say this. If you're going to go out and you're going to go shopping and you're going to be on something, make sure you can handle what you're on before you go out shopping.
Yeah, lock it up, guys.
We had
oh
a customer in the store this past weekend, who was clearly high. And when I say high, to me, it was not marijuana. It was something else.
On some very obvious sort of altering substance.
To the point where he could not maintain his stability.
Yeah, non-functional in
knocking
public.
Things over, spilling stuff here and there. Polite as can be, but I finally had to grab him and said, "Dude, you're a little messed up." I said, "You're going to need to go." And he's like, "All I did was smoke." And I'm like, "Okay, well then you should stop because you cannot function."
Especially in this store. I mean,
right.
This would be the worst place to go.
It is nerve-wracking enough being in here dead sober, and we still, I mean, you and I are kind of clumsy, so we bump into things. But yeah, I wouldn't want to come in here on anything.
Well, I just say, do what you want to do. I'm not one of these people who are going to say, don't do this, don't do this. Do what you want to do, but do it safely.
Yeah.
Just do it safely.
Yeah.
Because my first question to this kid was, and he was of age, my first question when I was talking to him was, how did you get here?
And how are you getting home?
Yeah. And he goes, oh, I walk. Okay, good.
Good.
Because
but still.
I was going to call somebody if I had to, because you know what? No matter what you do in life, the people around you should care enough for you to make sure that you're safe.
Yes.
Based on human respect. So rather, I was pissed because he was spilling stuff and ruining stuff, but I was going to make sure that he got home safely. That's why I was like, how are you getting home? And I even watched him walk. Because when you're sitting there and you're falling over and you're trying to grab something and you're missing your entire face, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, but you didn't just kick him out.
Oil.
You made sure he didn't get in a car
stuff. I know.
when he left. So, I mean, you were so compassionate, even though he was being a menace.
I was. Your mom was she was like beside herself for a minute. But
literally a bull in a china shop.
You know, come shop, enjoy your life. I'm not one to tell you what to do and what not to do. But I am going to tell you to try and do it as safely as you can, because we may need you in the future.
Well, it's like you said with Mad. You don't want people not to drink.
No, you do what you want.
You want people not to drink and then drive.
Don't do something and put my life in danger.
Yeah. Or someone else's.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we need you, so be safe. But you know what? Fall is here. I cannot believe it. I feel like we just got out of winter. If you have not been to Time Warp for Christmas, you're going to want to get here this year, because we go all out at Christmas the day after Thanksgiving.
Wait a minute. It's not even Halloween yet. Don't talk about Christmas.
Oh, hold on. The day after, first of all, Halloween is up. Thanksgiving comes the day after Halloween. All right. Not before Halloween, because Halloween comes before Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving, even though it's fall and I do have my turkey trays up there, but they're up there all year, they will come down here the day after Thanksgiving.
We'll start incorporating.
Okay.
I always joke that I just turn all my jack-o'-lanterns around for Thanksgiving, and then November it's just pumpkins.
Yep. So Christmas. I start working on Christmas after Halloween. Not putting it on the floor, making sure it's priced, making sure it's prepping, stuff like that.
Organized.
I start fluffing the trees.
It's an undertaking.
Christmas starts to get put out the day after Thanksgiving. We will literally have the entire Christmas up. Let me rephrase. We will literally, is that my phone that I tell you to?
Mine is on a little bit, but I have to make sure we can hear us. 9 times out of 10, someone will say suddenly we can't. We will have Christmas up. We start Black Friday.
No. We're starting. Well, I'll start putting it up like 2 days before.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, or a couple of days. No, right after Halloween is when I start putting up Christmas.
Okay.
So tiny amounts of Christmas will be starting to get put out on on Halloween, because the big Christmas open house, we don't have an open house, but the big Christmas sale is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes. And Shop Small Saturday.
That's what it is. Or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We have our pick your own percentage sale. And 30 trees this year. Last year was 28. This year, 30 trees go up in this store. I actually do a video of me putting up a peacock tree, a 1950 peacock tree that is blue and green. That will be filmed and put up in the window. That is our personal tree. It is not for sale. And I have 3 customers who beg me every year. And one of these days, you never know. But we will have tinsel trees. We will have we're going to have a disco tree this year. That is our main. That is one of our new.
We have a Barbie tree. We have a toy tree. We have a nautical tree. We have a Halloween tree.
So if you haven't been here for Christmas, then we turn into a mini Bronner's, like you said.
Absolutely.
All vintage, all the time when it comes to Christmas. I'm excited about that. I love to decorate. So anyways, what else did we not miss? Did we miss anything over here?
No, I think we did pretty good.
Right,
we talked
look
about...
at that. We're right at time too.
Yeah.
So remember, what do we have coming up? We have the collections episode, which the collection series that I told you we would mention is a series of shows that we just filmed one, the first one. And what that is a show. We go to somebody's home. We walk with them through their collections. We talk about where they got it, the types of collections they have,
how they started collecting, favorite pieces, pieces of notes,
rarest pieces, and value sometimes, but we don't focus on value. We focus on what they have and the amount they have, because some of these people, like the one we just did, the look on your face when we walked out of that basement.
Yeah. So it's still, it's a tie-in to the icons, because it's still historical, obviously, and it's still nostalgic, but it's, instead of being a landmark itself, it's somebody's entire lifetime of collecting something and cherishing it and displaying it beautifully. I mean, and most of the collections that we're going to be viewing are practically home museums.
They are. And we ask them questions like, what do you wish will happen to this collection when you're done with it? What is your wish for this stuff to go to? You know what I mean?
And thank you for sharing it with our viewers. And what do you want them to know about it? And like, why do you love it?
Yep. So we have that coming up, but look forward to our icons. We're really working on that, as well as our weekly shows. We have the Mystic Mitten coming up. Remember, Dust Pedal Auto Show and Pinup Show is happening this week in Midland. And then you will see me on the 11th in Port Huron on stage as Prince Charming. My costume's coming together great. Other than that, thank you for joining us.